I'm actually going to bring the music out because it's going to have to be brutally cut post-show because I haven't yet worked out how to cut out of the vlog. Hey, Geordie. Hey, Chelsea. Thank you very much for welcoming me back. It's been a long time. Oh, straight with a subscription. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I've earned that one. I've really put the legwork in for that, which I appreciate. No, but thank you. Yeah, it's good to be back. I've got a newish PC, but it's taken me so long to start streaming again that it's already a very out-of-date PC, so I'm sure we'll run into all the similar problems that we did before. I've forgotten how to do everything on OBS, and other failings I could bore you with, but I just wanted to play some Tomb Raider. I haven't fully played the remasters, and I thought it's half term as well, so I'm not at work, so I thought I would jump back on, give the channel a bit of a sprucing, and yeah, just have a chill one. Lovely to see you all. It feels like a year hasn't passed, but a year has passed. That brutal truth is true. Please tell me how you are, how you've been doing in a sort of a single bite-sized sentence. Shit. Kyle's being hit with 4 adverts. Your greed is limitless. Sorry, man. I'll have to look into why that's happening. You could send your good pal Ben a sub to get rid of them, but you know, I know you're struggling for money, so I can see why you wouldn't. And thank you, Chelsea. Yeah, so it's redesigned, gone for a classic pop of yellow on black, which I like. And I've got old Spidey and Lara up front as well, and a newish logo. Of all sorts of things changing. I thought it needed a bit of a freshen, so I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's good. It's good. It's good to be back. It feels comfortable. But I'm just so wary of the many mistakes I'm going to make. Let's jump to the game, and God willing, you'll see and hear it. We all good? I suppose what didn't happen, one thing that is immediately broken, if Geordie subscribed, I didn't hear Alan. Alan should still be there. I did look through the back end, but he didn't hear him. But so maybe I have to sort that out. Yeah, I prefer this colour. It's cool. Thanks, dude. I might have been subtly inspired by the Cyberpunk 2077 advertising, because I've been playing that recently, and that had lots of pops of yellow, didn't it? So maybe that was the vibe I was going for. Anyway, hopefully we can... Oh God, is there still Dear Dear? There isn't! No! That's the sort of thing where I couldn't even remember how I set it up, how it was triggered. I was like, that's just lost to time. So no, I do want it. I liked Dear Dear. I'll get that back. But surely, what would have changed? Because that was set up within that Twitch itself, isn't it? Or is it? Or would it have been a... No, it wouldn't have been actually, would it? It was a separate thing. Okay, well I'll have to look into that. The thing is, I didn't transfer my OBS across. I literally started from scratch, which was stupid. Very, very stupid. I do want particularly Dear Dear back. Oh, we'll have to re-record it. Oh man. Anyway, I did look at stream alerts, and I did. Like I say, I went through those and tested those and hoped. Oh, hang on. Maybe I know why Alan isn't working. Maybe. I mean, I'm hoping that will at least give us Alan. The alert box wasn't in place for this. I'll get Dear Dear back, don't worry. That's a core pillar, foundation of this channel. And that weird Gilderoy Lockhart. Don't know if he's around still as an emoji. Really don't know. So yeah, I've done some work, as you can see. I've not done all the work, which I think sums me up quite well. There he is. He's still around. He reminds us of Dear, at least. Lovely bit of business. Okay. By the way, something that's changed over the last year. I sometimes say lovely bit of business. Don't know why. I don't even think that's an Alan Partridge thing. I say it quite a lot in school, in class. It's sort of become almost like a tick. So it's not content. I've not said what can I bring to this channel. Oh look, there's this new thing I say. But I'm just warning you ahead of the game. I may accidentally say lovely bit of business a bit too often. Okay. Cheers. Yeah, you're welcome. Now, I did a lovely bit of squirrel. Maybe that is where it's from. I have played this a bit on the channel, but we didn't get very far. I thought this was the right game to start back at. I don't know how many channels just play the same games again and again. I mean, without the speed running element. How many channels are like, well, I've got nothing else to play or want to play, so I'll just play it again. So I don't know if that's an acceptable way to stream, but it's a remaster, so. Is sound and everything okay? Is it all looking good?
What's a man got to do to get that kind of attention from you?
It's hard to say exactly, but you seem to be doing fine.
Well, great.
Loads of people do it. Oh, that's
Truth
good.
is, it ain't me that wants you.
Oh?
No, Miss Jacqueline Natla does. From Natla Technologies.
Absolutely, great accent.
Creator of all things
Game
bright
sound a bit
and
higher.
beautiful.
Cheers.
Seal it, Larson.
Ma'am.
Feast your eyes on this, Lara. How does that make your wallet rumble?
I'm sorry. I only play for sport.
Lovely bit of
Then you
squirrel.
like a big park.
Rest in peace.
Peru, vast mountain ranges to cover, sheer walls of ice, rocky crags, savage winds, and there's this little trinket. An age-old artifact of mystical power is buried in the
Oh, this is just
tomb
ingrained,
of
this cutscene in my
Guadalupe.
DNA.
That's my interest. You could leave
It's
tomorrow.
just my childhood.
Are you busy tomorrow?
Classic. Anybody playing anything good? Anyone spending their evening doing anything fun? Alongside this, of course. This is really fun. Just trying to think if there's anything I've been playing apart from Cyberpunk. I've actually been really impressed with Cyberpunk after a lot of hesitation. I know Geordie has been playing it. Definitely go and check out Geordie's YouTube channel. I'm going to start watching that series, Geordie, now that I'm actually playing the game. Because obviously I didn't want to watch it while I still hadn't played it and spoiled it. But Geordie's doing a really high quality run of the game on YouTube, so definitely go and find his YouTube channel. Is it just Devious George, Geordie? Episode 75. Wow. Beefy then. Just gonna video edit while watching. Nice. Is that Twitch stuff you're editing, Chelsea? Devious George offline. Go and give them a sub, guys. But yeah, I had a. Hang on. Just let Lara nail these mothers. I had a rather robust dislike of Cyberpunk's early hours. Mainly because I really didn't like the male voice performance. There wasn't anything necessarily wrong with the performance, but the character it was portraying just felt really off-putting to me, and I didn't feel like I was inhabiting the character. Because of Night City being like as beautiful and well-rendered and real, sort of the scale in that game is so real feeling. I really wanted to immerse myself in being the character, and I would have liked it more like, you know, an Elder Scrolls or a Fallout where you're just literally choosing stuff and you can just imagine, you know, yourself saying it or whatever. It's good. Already, man, this looks so much better, doesn't it? Anyway, I decided foolishly that I wanted to get the game in Chinese because, weirdly, because my listening in Chinese isn't particularly strong, and I thought it would be a good way to practice, to play games and essentially practice language listening skills. So I wanted to play the game in Chinese, which does exist, and actually also I like the idea of a sort of industrial futurist hellhole. There's an element of that where, in a sort of Firefly-ish way that sort of makes sense with everyone speaking Mandarin in a way. So I thought that'd be quite cool to listen to it in Chinese and then just have the English subtitles. Annoyingly, you can't do that on PS5. You can do it on PC, which I don't have it on PC, and I knew even this new PC wouldn't run it particularly well. Just bordering on the racist. Yeah, just skirting the line. It's not racist, man. It's not racist. Like I said, is Firefly racist? That's what I asked. That's my response to that. My bulletproof response. There's, I think there is going to be a dominant power in the future. Who's it going to be? I think it's a reasonable suggestion to suggest it could be China. I don't think it's racist to say that. What was I saying? Yes. Anyway, so you can't play. Touche. Hey, Keeney, how you doing? Good to see ya. Playing a classic again from the beginning. How have you been? It's been a year, I think. I don't know where that time has gone. Yeah, so you can't just play in Mandarin on a PS5 copy. You have to get the version from China. You can play it in Polish and a few other languages, but you can't play it in Mandarin. You have to buy the copy. So, thankfully, my Chinese teacher, her parents were coming back from China, and I bought it and sent it to their house. The effort, guys. And then they brought it over when they came to visit their daughter. So I do now have the version in Chinese, and just by disconnecting, because obviously I don't understand it as well as the English, and the female voice actor as well. Just by having those two disconnections with the main character and giving it some sort of edge, I don't know. I've just found it much, much more enjoyable. I am okay, thank you. Thank you, not too bad. It's been a busy year, but I think things are sort of calming down as we roll on towards summer holiday at school. So, yeah, generally okay. It's tough. Whenever anyone ever asks me how I am or what's been going on, I really struggle to summon anything at all. Is that normal? Is that normal? How are you doing, Kinio? How has Twitch life been treating you? It's the amount of times I've done this and still my memory of it is poor. And I just couldn't do it reliably. This is why I will never be a speedrunner. In fact, I remember when we did that speed run, it was very early doors that it went completely wrong, where I just completely forgot to pick something up. Can barely remember what I did yesterday, to be fair. Yeah, I really, but like sincerely, like not even in a rhetorical, oh, my memory's really bad, but I sometimes genuinely can't remember what I've done very, very recently. Yeah, it's weird. Stream's good. I was able to join some stream teams. I've met more people and soon I'll be able to take part in the Tomb Raider Legend race. Nice. How do stream teams work? Is that like, well, I presume, is that just a group of streamers forming almost like a mini company that sort of cross promotes? Is that what that means? That sounds really cool. Tomb Raider Legend. What a game. I suppose that's one of... That's sort of being left behind, isn't it? That could do with a good remake, I think, Tomb Raider Legend. You can make a really great go of that, I think. It's a Twitch thing. If you are a partner on Twitch, you can make your own team and invite people. Twitch isn't really showing it too much. I don't know why. Oh, is it a recent Twitch thing? That sounds like a cool idea. Oh, it's been on Twitch for a really long time. Yeah. I've not been particularly vigilant in that respect. Or in any respect. Twitch half-asses all of their features. The viewer streaks have been in beta for a really long time. Interesting. Is it still... It's like... is sort of in the marketplace, is Twitch... Does it hold as big a place as it always has? Or are people going to other platforms, that sort of thing? Are most of the kids just TikToking their gaming now? For like 2 years the viewer streak's been in beta. Wow. Hello, bear. Oh dear. He's stuck. I'm staying on Twitch till, I don't know, I will get banned or something. Poor bear. It dies every time. To be fair, I didn't even give it a chance to express itself. I even knew where it lived, came straight in and just ended its life. Yeah, this is what... There was something around here where I forgot last time. I had to embarrassingly come back through this level. Was Kyle looking on mockingly. The world looking on mockingly. Kyle always looks on mockingly. Great days. Was just out for a walk and got obliterated by Lara. Absolutely. I will judge your memory as well. Yeah, it was tragic. Tragic performance. But as ever, it's, you know, signing up for something and then not putting the work in. It was my MO. If only I'd done more than cursory amounts of practice. It's good that I'm not holding on to it though, that's really good. It's really good that I've moved through it and past it. I've shown a lot of growth over this last 2 years. Right, this is what I forgot to do. Pick up these things, I think. But yeah, now that I'm finally into it, I've really been probably not worth the insane effort I went to get a copy. I am really enjoying Cyberpunk now. Like I said, to me, I think some of the quests are a little bit like, some of them are really, really good. Some of them are a little bit, I don't know, rote, but not that many of them, to be fair. But to me, the star of the show is just the environment design. The environment design just feels orders of magnitude better than anything I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how it gets. It gets so close to feeling like a real place, and like it feels like the travel time is real. Do you know what I mean? It's like I think about like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You can go across all of England in 10 minutes or whatever on a horse. It's the scale isn't right, but that map in Cyberpunk, the scale feels right. Buildings feel massive. You feel like a tiny thing in them, and driving, even though driving feels a bit, I don't particularly like the driving, particularly in cars, but it just feels like it makes sense within that space. I don't know. It's the closest a video game has come to like tricking my mind. Oh, hang on. This is what this sort of would be like. This is real. You are here. I'm sure it'd be amazing if it's in VR. Hey, Harry, how you doing, man? He's back when we needed him most. I don't know about that, but I am back. That much is true. Lovely to see you. Can Ben remember how to play Tomb Raider 1? Oh, sorry. What do you think of the modern controls? Oh, have you tried the modern controls? I haven't. What does it default to? I think this feels pretty normal to me. I can try the modern controls. Kenya, what do you think of the remakes in general? The remasters? Are you a fan? How did the second ones go down in the Tomb Raider community? Whoa! Ben Fox bouncing back. Is that an Alan Partridge reference for me, Kyle? People bounce back. I've bounced back. Well, respect. Respect, Kyle. Respect. Tank controls, let's try it. Modern controls. Oh, dearie me. Oh, I don't like this at all. I mean, it's good. I suppose it's objectively good. Maybe. It feels so wrong. It feels so wrong. Oh no. Let's see if I get used to it. That is weird. Oh, you prefer modern? Now that is a ringing endorsement. As a purist. Looks like I should have done something else. Again, first level. Swing. How do we go down? Oh, man. Oh. I love them. Played them all. Not Tomb Raider 3 and 4. I hate them. Those are strong feelings. This is hard. Oh, whoops. What have I done? Guys, I've made a silly, silly mistake, and I'm swimming around with controls I'm not familiar with. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how to do it. Oh, my God, I'm going to die. I'm going to change... Oh, I've accidentally turned... Just going to jump back into tank controls just to try and save myself here. A silly sausage. Okay. Cool. So... By the fact that you said you didn't play Tomb Raider 3 and 4, Keenan, does that mean you did play Angel of Darkness and you prefer that to Tomb Raider 4? Because that's a big call. But I think I knew that. I think I remember you saying that anyway. Rebranded channel. Yellow. Nice. Do you like the colour yellow? Yeah. I feel... Yeah. Actually, what am I doing? I'm just swimming aimlessly. How did you feel? How did they handle Tomb Raider: Angel of Darkness? Because obviously that was the one that was gonna, I imagine, cause them the most headaches to move, in some respects. I'm still doing it wrong. This light is quite dominating in my face. I don't actually know if that's good lighting. I don't really think it is. Harry's a big fan of Angel of Darkness. I remember it's one of Harry's sort of iconic moments as like and this isn't particularly responsible brothering, but I swear he was like 2 or something, and he was sort of propping himself up against a computer trolley, playing Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness. But I think we just let him play the first level over and over again. And we didn't let him watch the cutscenes. But he did, I'm sure for him, that's sort of ingrained in his memory. Still working on it. Some patches are on the way. They fixed it and added a lot of stuff. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely curious to play that again. I mean, that's one, again, that I could perhaps most profoundly benefit from control updates. Thanks for remasters, I was able to make some emotes. Do tell. Of course. There's a picture somewhere of little old me sitting at a computer loading up one of the game saves. Yep. Oh, they're great. Every single one is a banger. Please add Club Penguin emotes. I don't think so. I can't even remember where to go, guys. Oh, have I got the little guy? I think I have. They are brilliant. Club Penguin is clearly on brand with Ben. Is the fact that Kyle is brandishing emotes from Kenya, does that mean he's subscribed to Kenya but hasn't subscribed to his old buddy Ben? His good old buddy Ben. That is brutal. Just running aimlessly. I'm looking for a play. Ah, this is bad. This is bad stuff. This is really bad gameplay. Is over here. You'd think I'd be like a gnarled, seasoned pro. It's just like I'm playing it for the first time. What is my mind? To be fair, Ben, you have been missing in action, but he is back. Yeah. Yeah. Do thank Kyle for the support. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Not resentful of that at all. I think Kyle is deploying some sort of some sort of psychological game, or maybe I was just imagined where that conversation was going, where I would accuse Kyle of deploying some sort of psychological game, but then he would say, "Ben, you just don't offer the content," which, to be fair to him, the fictional Kyle in my mind is true, because Kenya's already evidenced lots of great emotes. I've been picturing ever since you, Kyle. I swear to God, I'll punch you in the face. I would have kept streaming with you to my dying breath, my friend. Sounds quite weird. It was you. Well, it was sort of partially me. We need Kyle and Ben's Dear Deirdre. Yeah, that was fun. I do miss those times. There was some great content. Fox and Fiends, more like Fox and no one else. Yeah, that's it's true. That is true, to be fair. That is true. God. Yeah, yep. Yeah. But that was absolutely Kyle's decision. To be fair, I think I remember it was I had a break for a bit, and we just fell out of a pattern. And Kyle is one for patterns. And once he'd fallen out of it, he went into a weird sort of you went on a sort of televisual journey, didn't you, Kyle? You sort of started watching lots of TV shows. Do you continue that journey, or have you moved on to something else? Creative differences. We fell out. We actually didn't fall out. Well, maybe we did. I don't know. I wanted to introduce some quality. Yeah. That was a Rubicon I simply could not cross. It has to be dishevelled content. Maybe that's what this channel should be called. Dishevelled Ben. I like these textures. Oh. The possibility. Look at what we've achieved. Unbelievable. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to account for a year, and I can't think of anything else that's happened, which is a bit upsetting, really. Oh. Getting some alerts. Wow, I haven't saved in a very long time. In fact, don't think I'd saved at all. That's something that's changed. Maybe the save scumming has gone down. Maybe. Keeney says, Ben, can I tell you something? Of course you can. Will it make my life a bit better? No, that sounds quite depressing. Will it make my life better? Oh, there's a mouse on the screen. No, it made my life a bit worse, but actually, it's fixed it, so that you're technically better. Thanks, though. Roller coaster of emotions there. Yeah. A fancy rebrand. Can't hide basic unprofessionalism. I hate this bear. We watched Paddington today, Paddington 2. Speaking of bears, great connection. I'm always making connections. It's just what I'm capable of. It was quite good. In fact, it was very good. Very, very charming film, which from 2014, which I'm sure you've all seen. Hugh Grant was brilliant in it. That's all I've got to say. Apparently the third one's not as good. One of Pedro Pascal's top 5 movies. Wow, fair enough. What are his others? I mean, that was because we were just scrolling through streaming services, and I was like, I know that this is a very well-loved film, Paddington 2 in particular. We have seen the original. Be sure of that. I am a Paddington completist. But we thought, oh, it's a rainy afternoon, just throw it on. And it was very, very charming. It's a meme in that on Nick Cage movie. What in the Nick... Oh, right, oh. Okay. It's a reference that's gone past me. Will surprise you. Has Ben told you he's going to become a pro climber like his baby bro? That... The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Yeah. I've not seen it. I've heard that it's quite funny. Harry... Yeah, I mean, it's been an eventful year for Harry. Maybe I should just talk as if I'm Harry, because his life has actually made a substantial and interesting change. Whereas I have, to be fair, don't want to say sort of shriveled on the vine. Stagnated comes to mind. Whereas Harry has got a new job. Hope you don't mind me saying Harry, don't have to say where. In the video game industry, which is amazing. And he's taken on all sorts of pursuits, including the guitar, but also rock climbing. Oh, right, okay. Well, he's just going to straight up say, I didn't know if that's the sort of information you wanted to share, mate. Because I think when we were on the channel last, maybe we did say that news, or you had the interview. It was around that time. But yeah. And one of the hobbies Harry's taken up is rock climbing. He seems to think I'll be doing it as well, as you said in that comment, but I just don't. I've not confirmed that, I'm afraid. Yeah, interview stage, I reckon. He's right to suggest my sister will join him, because my sister is a capable and fit human being. Whereas Sir Pudgelot, Sir Podgeathon, the Pudgemeister, Pudgy McPudgerson, isn't going to rock climb soon. I'm getting all the family involved. Grandma will be climbing the walls in no time. Nice. Oh, Kenya started doing some 3D work. Finished new Tomb Raider render yesterday. Lovely bit of business. There you go. Sorry. There's one. To be fair, it hasn't been as often as I thought it was going to be. I've forgotten what to do again. Well, funnily enough, you don't need to be fit or anything to climb. To free climb. Yes, of course, Kenia. Please share your work. Yeah, it's a safe, open, and productive space. Oh dear. Thinking of joining a free running club next month. Oh, Harry's been following the work already. Great. I will check it out later, Kenya. I swear I've pulled this lever already. I think I've got to jump, haven't I? I'm missing something. I've got to cross the gap. That's what I was going to try and do anyway. What is free running? Like parkour? Oh shit, I did it again! Oh dear. Look, Ben, think, focus, dial in. Wow. Parkour. I'm just going to try this one more time. Yes, I do need a hint. Even though, how many times have I done this in my life? Do I have to go back there where I've stopped the things? Is it in there? Is there a button? There must be a... You went right. You went... Go back to the water. Is there just a switch down here that I've missed? Oh, the tingling, spreading feeling of embarrassment that defined my Twitch career. There's a hole in the water. Oh, there. Thanks, Kenya. Gotcha. When I get lost in this game, Ben, I went to old graphics temporarily. Yeah. There's the clarity to them. There it is. There it is. Old man Ben. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Bum, 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 bum. Trying to think if I've played anything else recently. God of War Ragnarok, finished that. Excellent game. I give that the Ben seal of approval. Very slow in the first, I would say almost damagingly slow first act. To be honest with you, I stopped playing it for like a year after I bought it. But no, I'm not going without saving. I've just, the muscle memory of that trigger finger for saving is gone. Good job I did. Thanks, Keeney. But the sort of the second and third of God of War Ragnarok are epic and feel great to play and are just ace, and I think just wonderful. I was really worried that it was just going to be the same thing again and just undermine all of the growth that happened in the first game, but I needn't have worried. They pulled it back. It was brilliant. Had lots of heart, and I just remain in awe about how they managed to bring that character to some semblance of a sort of interesting place. And the DLC as well, I think it's free, called Valhalla, also is brilliant from storytelling. It's a weird sort of roguelike thing where you do runs through Valhalla. That doesn't spoil anything in the story. But actually, what it really is the epilogue of the game. Oh yeah, these are thingies. So if you do play God of War Ragnarok, do also play Valhalla. It's not very long, because I was tempted to be like a run-based thing. I really don't care. But then I sort of looked at reviews online and a lot of people saying no, it's really the ending of the game. So yeah, it's good stuff. Yay. Can't remember what's around here. In a sense, I'm not meant to be going. Oh yeah, Harry. Yeah, Harry says we've been playing Journey to the Savage Planet because the new one came out, and we thought we'd give the original a go. Harry recommended it. It is fun. Weirdly though, it requires slightly. When I want to play a game with Harry, I just want something chill, and it's quite a lot of stimulus in that game. Harry keeps saying "concentrate" to me, because I can't quite keep up with it all. God, the way I'm talking, it sounds like I'm in like late 50s. I'm currently going through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Great game, great game. How are you finding it, man? I think that game is a gem. Like playing a game with a Labrador. I bet that, yeah, genuinely, you're not far off there, I don't think, if you're going to ask Harry. That is a bit what it's like sometimes. It's a lovely analogy. I'm absolutely loving it. It's everything I want. Hard agree. Have you become obsessed yet with Queen's Blood like I did? It's sort of like, it's like the next Gwent, just a really fun, a sort of mini game within a game that is much better than it has any right to be. Kicked everyone's asses in the car. That game is wonderful. In fact, I sort of, and I rarely feel this about sort of JRPGs or JRPG adjacent games. I sort of want to play it again. I enjoyed it that much. It's good. It's really good stuff. Third act, some questions in the same way that sort of in a similar vein as like Remake. Loved it, and then thought, you know, there were some weird questions in the final act that I, you know, didn't really know what to make of. And in a way, the thing about Rebirth that surprises me is that it didn't go further in game, because actually there's a lot of, I mean, there are differences, but it does still really follow the main beats of Final Fantasy VII. From what I, well, actually, that's really true. Don't want to say too much without spoiling. But yeah, it's great. It's great stuff. I fully dicked on him, the card shop owner. Yeah, interesting turn of phrase. Fanta. Oh, maybe I get some sort of Fanta sponsorship. Yeah. Does anyone know any good co-op games I can play with Harry? Because, like I say, I think I'm too slow now for Journey to the Savage Planet. Harry and I just played. That's what I was going to say. Harry and I played Split Fiction. Give me your thoughts, Geordie. Give me all your thoughts, because I saw that you'd beaten it as well. Wow, that is really interesting that you say really awesome, but not as good as the previous. When you're thinking about that, are you thinking about It Takes Two? Because that's the only one we haven't played. Interesting. Oh, I played a bit of It Takes Two with Katie, but then what happened? I think it was free on something and it got taken off. Because we played A Way Out, which we liked, but again, it was rough in elements. But I would say, we absolutely adored Split Fiction. Don't speak for Harry, but I thought it was amazing. I just thought it was like, just when you think they hated Split Fiction. So Geordie, you're saying in Split Fiction it sort of cycles through the things too often, so you can never settle in. That's a joke. Harry loves Split Fiction. We had a great time. But you were right, Harry. That is fast paced, but the thing is, it's a different kind of concentration, right? Because that game, and to be fair, we couldn't chat really over Split Fiction because it was so intense. But that's very linear. There's one thing you need to be concentrating on. The thing I found with Journey to the Savage Planet is it's all over. It's sort of a mini open world, isn't it? Where there are loads of things to see and that sort of I find quite overwhelming. Interesting about that you'd like to have lingered. I think that's a fair criticism. It definitely. I was just blown away by. They do a really fun mechanic. And then you think, they can't come up with another one, surely. Or I was really expecting them to have done like 3 good ones and then to have just recycled those and keep jumping between those 3. But the amount of high-quality mechanics they came up with that felt so super polished absolutely blew me away. I loved it. I really loved it. But I think that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, Harry really didn't like the monkey, Simon says, but which, to be fair, was maybe a low spot. But just the sheer creation on display constantly, the artistry was just phenomenal. I loved it. I'm hoping it'll go on sale at some point, and I'll buy it for PS5 so Katie and I can play that as well. Oh shit! I think I missed the bits in It Takes Two where you could roam about a bit more. Interesting. Yeah, it was very sort of straight down the line, literally, not figuratively. Follow this thing, do this thing. Yeah, immediately very obvious. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of exploration. Very fair. Yeah, the benches. Yeah. We kept comparing that to a weird point in The Way Out where they play Connect 4 at the height of the drama. Strange. Yeah, I think that's those are both very fair critiques. But in the moment, though, I just couldn't remember having as consistently a good time. Yeah, I thought it was amazing. So that's another one, another big thumbs up from me, from your friend Ben. Ben, he plays games. What else? That's the big one. Yeah. Not a big sci-fi person, interesting. I am quite a big sci-fi person, and maybe that's what I liked about it. I would say I like fantasy as well. I seem to remember them hitting me slightly less, the fantasy bits, but just like that particular fantasy aesthetic, because both of them were like purposefully generic sci-fi and fantasy, weren't they? But I feel like sci-fi you can hide, because essentially it's just a big futuristic city, and you can hide the genericness of it a little bit better. Don't know what I'm talking about. I've become kind of obsessed with the Uncharted games again due to climbing. What, because of all the climbing Nathan Drake does? Interesting. You've been playing those for a fair while, though, haven't you? I'm probably due a replay of those at some point. Just the idea of climbing. I just love climbing. You're like Super Hands, except for climbing, sort of crack. It's so freeing. It's amazing. Can't remember how to get up here. I've accidentally climbed to, something high. Kyle, what's up? I feel... Alright, okay. I sensed... I don't know what it is, Kyle, that I sensed a sort of pejorative attack. Oh! When you're going to climb... Oh, it's sort of... Is it a veiled pejorative attack? When you're going to climb the career ladder, is that just a sort of joke based on the dual meaning of climb? I'm at the top of my field, mate. Invincible. That's not true, actually. Couldn't see myself being a head teacher, though, if I'm honest. All my siblings coming at Christmas, very excited. Nana's going to destroy us all on the walls. Yeah. Can't remember what to do here. Hmm. I want to get up there somehow. Sorry, my phone's going off. Harry, you should go into some sort of like, I don't know, promotional sponsorship situation where you can just extol the virtues of climbing to everyone. Do you know the place where we would go? Why am I just running round again and again? But I've... You are already, but you could get paid for it, is what I'm saying. Not here. An hour walk from Mum's. I don't do it for the money. Yeah, fair. His heart is pure when it comes to climbing. Oh. A gear. Good stuff. We're making steady progress. Leisurely progress, maybe. Still... I was hoping to come out at that bridge. I think Ben is defo going to master a green level hold when he goes. Thing is, I've actually got very weak hands because of my hypermobility, actually, Harry. So, I think... and as I mentioned the heft plus weak hands equals inability to climb. Exactly, weak-handed Ben. Yes. That was my moniker. Do you have hypermobility in your hands? I really shouldn't have killed that there. It's quite annoying. It is interesting that you want all of us to do it. Is there no medical condition you won't pretend to have? Well, it's truth. It's the truth, Kyle. You may not handle the truth, or you might not be able to handle the truth, but it's my reality. It's the cross I bear. Weak hands. Just got crusty hands now. Kyle is going to come climbing. Yeah, we'd be more than welcome. But long way for him to come for that. But, you know. He is a programmer. All programmers climb walls. There you go. Lord, give me strength. What am I missing? Missing. Oh. Ben, you can turn your sweaty hands into crusty hands. I have pretty crusty hands because of guitar playing. But I know what you mean. I presume they will get even more calloused. Is that what not what you always wanted? What, crusty hands? No, I want dry hands. I mean, if crustiness is a byproduct of that, so be it. But I'll just have calloused, slimy hands. I'm like that. Do you remember that? Jesus Christ! I don't know what it is about this as a platform or my personality that means I become particularly self-deprecating. Probably a defense mechanism. Someone psychoanalyze me. Actually, don't do that. Slimy. Yeah, but the crust will slurp up the wet. If only it would. You know, if there was some hope that it would. I can't afford a gym I can't afford a climbing wall membership. That's the next thing. If you pay for me to go, I'll go for. Obviously, I'll go once. I'm happy to do that because I'm a good guy. Good guy Ben. That's what you should call me now. But how much do you pay for? No, I was joking. I was actually joking. Wouldn't expect you to pay any money. How much is a membership at this sort of place? We done it? Am I there? Then if you don't like it, at least you gave it a solid try. Is that what you're going to say to our nan in her 80s? 35 quid a month. I've got Final Fantasy 14 to pay for. Right. She's going to destroy the walls. I mean, in a way, it's quite sweet that you think she'll be up to it. But, yeah. Is Mum coming? Hanging out with your sibs is more important than Final Fantasy 14. That's probably true. But I would say that there are, other means of us hanging out. But she's staying away. Nana is the goat. She's a great woman. A lot of respect for her. Is she in the position to climb a climbing wall? She might surprise me. Yeah, wow, I really am not saving very much. Is anyone going to be guessing Elden Ring Night Rain? Is that on the cards for anybody? I've not really been keeping track of it. Is it generally looking good? Strong nope out of the gate from Jords. I can't remember your relationship with From Software, Geordie. What? Do you like their games generally? not one that you would consider for your gaming group. Doesn't look great, does it? Is this it working? Or I didn't pull the thing. It's just glitched out on me. Probably won't play it as it requires friends. Another psychological game from Kyle, because he knows I regard him as a friend. He's in my head. He's in my head. I'm too easy to manipulate. Where am I at with Final Fantasy XIV? I am in 400 hours later. I am in the penultimate expansion called Endwalker. And I believe that sort of narratively rounds off the arc that sort of started from the beginning of the story. And then the new sort of it's sort of a bit of a reset. The most recent one, which I think has been met lukewarmly. I won't lie to you now. It does feel a bit. I really enjoyed Final Fantasy XIV. I still do enjoy it, but there's almost like a sunk cost fallacy going on now, where it's like I've put so much time into it, I really need to see this through. But I suppose I would be lying if I said I was enjoying it quite as much as I did back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean, 300 hours ago. But there's also the other thing that it's a monthly fee thing, so I sort of feel like I have to play it, in a way, whereas if I was just sort of chilling with it and not worried about the money, then it might feel differently. There is some really cool stuff in there, and there are some great stories. It's some of the better writing in Final Fantasy, I would say. And it's nice. Keep chasing that carrot, yeah. But yeah, the thing is that it's not like I suppose the carrot is just really seeing the story. There isn't really any need to level up or anything like that or get better gear. I just want to sort of see the story out. And it is generally a good story. It's just like sometimes the gameplay isn't quite there enough to sit alongside it. I'm also not very good at it. Every time, every time I play it online, I have to be like, oh shit, sorry guys, that was on me. But annoyingly, it's got to the point where the NPCs aren't good enough to carry me anymore. So I have to let other players carry me, and yeah, it's quite a painful experience. I might be done with gaming backlogs. Yeah, I say I don't really think of it in the same way as I would think about a backlog. No. Now that you say it, I suppose it's the same impulse to finish something. Yeah, maybe. But you can't really finish an MMO, that's the thing. Like, there's thousands of hours of content in that. I just sort of want to see the story. I might pause it. I think what I'll do is I'll finish Endwalker and then pause the subscription or cancel it, wait until and give it some space, wait until the final expansion goes on sale. Do it that way. Some great stuff in there though. And I do agree with the practice of the like backlog beating generally being a bad idea. I think it can be quite, well, for someone like me with an addictive personality, it can become a little bit of an sort of obsession. But I maintain there are some benefits to it, like for things like God of War Ragnarok, right? The sort of utilitarian, how much joy is this bringing me at the moment? Not that much. First act. If I was saying, screw the idea of completing these games, I wouldn't have then pushed on a little bit to play the excellent second and third. So yeah, of course, playing any game, if you're just playing a game simply to cross it off a list and you're gaining no enjoyment from it at all, I think that's one thing. But there is a sort of grey area. Partly why we have the game club now. Oh yeah. Oh, getting rid of the backlog. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with keeping track of games that you want to play. I think that's the key thing, right? As soon as you're forcing yourself to play a game that you otherwise wouldn't be playing simply because of the backlog, then that's like questionable. But if there's a game you know you want to play and you just haven't got round to it and you're struggling to find the motivation, then yeah, I think that's a good use of something like a backlog. Maybe I was just going to pull that. Maybe I'm done. I think it's down to 2 games. My backlog is now Elden Ring and Half-Life 2. Elden Ring's a big one. Yeah. Elden Ring's actually a game I picked up relatively recently. I tried to get back. I tried to play it on PC. I had really bad experience with the performance on PC. I don't know if any of you other PC players have. Like, it's within my running capability. It has some strange frame rate issues where it runs beautifully and then just freezes, not even drops frames, just freezes for a few seconds, then goes back. Yeah. I did look it up, and it wasn't just me. There were people who that was happening to. But yeah, I just got it on. I did get it on PS5. But again, that's a game where there's something about the open world which I just find a bit overwhelming. In a way that I don't find the other From games, because I sort of there's sort of a relatively clear path or a number of paths to explore. But it's great though. It's clearly like incredibly high quality, and the combat feels amazing. Not sure I like the world as much, like the visual and the sort of textual stuff. But I've only beaten a handful of bosses. Absolute simpleton from Kyle. I mean, he's right. Just need the birdie. Left. Oh, Disco Elysium is off my list due to it just throwing the F. Have you been playing that as we've been speaking? That is an incredibly difficult game, isn't it? That's on my, well, not on my backlog, that's on my to eventually buy and play because of how amazing people say it is. I just don't know if I have the concentration skills. Yesterday. Oh, so it's using the F word gratuitously. That's a shame. I presume in a way to make a character seem unsympathetic, but I can see why that would not sit well. So I don't know what else I'm going to stream now that I'm back, or how often I'm going to stream. I think I'm going to try and at least do this Tuesday. And maybe one other time in the week. I do, to be honest with you, still really want to finish Final Fantasy X. I mean, I was really enjoying playing that on stream. So I might come back to old Typod, get that done. Potentially on a Thursday or a Saturday, I'm not sure yet. I thought, yeah. A game I really want to give a go on stream, weirdly, is Final Fantasy 13. I feel like that is a game that I need to reappraise. I probably don't need to reappraise it because it isn't very good. But I sort of want to know if it's as bad as I thought it was, because I see defenders of it all the time now, but I imagine it's just because it's the one that they grew up with. I can't see myself doing a full playthrough of 13, but I would like to load it up and give it a go. Oh shit. I do want to give some other PS1 classics a go as well. But we did do a good chunk of them. All the ones that were part of my youth. Oh, I'm here again. Come on, mate. Just going around in circles. Don't know if you're meant to be able to do that. Uh-oh. Cool. Cool. Truly, thank you for giving me to buy a Steam Deck. I love the thing. Just wanted to send some love, Steam Deck appreciation your way. Yeah, he is as big an ambassador for the Steam Deck as he is climbing. They do look good. I'm always secretly jealous every time I see his Steam Deck. I just can't. I played the entirety of Final Fantasy VII Remake and Crisis Core on there. Yeah, I just can't justify it, maybe. Kyle has pre-ordered the Switch too. Wow. That's an interesting move from Kyle, in a way. Why, Kyle? Out of interest, what convinced you? What software? Mario Kart 8? You're moving back to Grimsby in the summer? Going to play all the co-op games with my little sister? Wow. I had no idea, man. Nice one. Is that what, permanently? That is crazy. Whoa. Or at least until the little lady goes off to university. Wow. Well, I presume then it must be motivated by a brotherly patriarchal impulse, which sounds very honourable to me. I suppose that's the joy of the profession. It can be done anywhere. Because you do go in though sometimes though, right? So you presumably will you go full remote, or will you have to train it back up to Manchester?
Well, you have my total attention now. I'm not quite sure if I've got yours though. Hello?
I'll heel and hide you to a barn door yet.
Of course.
You and that driveling piece of the ski-on. You want to keep it so bad, I'll harness it right up your...
Wait. We're talking about the artifact here?
Damn straight we are, right up.
External GPU dock.
sorry.
That's a cool idea.
This piece, you say? Where's the rest?
Miss Natler put Pierre DuPont on that trail.
And where is that?
Ha! You ain't fast enough for him.
So you think all this talking is just holding me up?
I don't know where his little jackrabbit frog legs are running him to. You'll have to ask.
Full remote,
Miss
nice.
Natler.
9 years. The passage of time.
Thank you. I will.
Relentless. Crazy that you can change this as well. Old versus new. That's unbelievable. Do you have like do you know where you're going to go, Carl? Have you got a place sorted and stuff?
Relocated now.
When did you say you were going?
Folly, new temptations torment me.
Can't believe you haven't told us that.
My fellow brothers is that entombed beneath our monastery is the body of Teokan, one of the 3 legendary rulers of the lost continent Atlantis, and that with him lies his piece of the Atlantean scheme.
Moving in August, nice.
A pendant divided and shared between the 3 rulers, which curbs tremendous powers.
That is high quality
Powers
brothering.
beyond the creator himself. My toes sweat at such possibilities, lying so close to my mortal self. Each night, I beat myself rid of these fantasies, but it is indeed a test.
Oh,
Pierre,
scary face.
you litterbug.
Did this come out before The Matrix? Yes. I think. This was late 90s, wasn't it? Oh, hang on, when was The Matrix, wasn't it? Or was that late 90s as well? They both like 98 or something. Yeah, Tomb Raider 1 was 96. System Shock remake on Steam Deck has been one of the worst experiences of my life. Wow. Pretty good life then overall. Matrix definitely took inspiration from that. Yeah. Good old Lara. Iconic. Ben, will your new game be Steam Deck verified? You'd hope so. Kyle has alluded to the fact that I am trying to develop a little game in my free time. So far, I've got a little character that runs around with some animation. And I'm following a couple of tutorials to get the basic GD script in place. To be honest, now we're in the business of things like state machines, and the abstraction is quite... Like, there are so many... There's a lot of different levels you have to follow the program flow through. I'm sure I'll get used to it, but it is... I feel my sort of understanding slip away slightly. Yes, but that's what I have been doing on a Sprite. It's actually it's a repackaging of something a little character I made for the game I was working on with Carl and Dave a couple of years ago. But so Kyle was trying to scrounge royalties off me earlier today, but we agreed that it could be in the extended universe of the baby game, yeah. So I'm glad we were able to settle that. Harry remembers. It had a big impact on pop culture. We forget this sometimes, Kyle. That was one of the year's anticipated video games. Protect the Baby. With the sort of strange, pulsating, irradiated baby at its centre. Pulsating baby haunts my dreams. Oh god, gorilla. Yeah, I mean, the game that I'm developing certainly doesn't have a pulsating baby, but I think that's because I'm less of a visionary than Kyle. He just knows the sort of special something to get to make an IP interesting. If it was a 3D game, I would do the art. You're talking about my game or the baby game? Oh shit! Both. It's kind of you. No, it's, to be honest with you, the art is the one area where I sort of feel like I can just do it without, not particularly well, but well enough to make it serviceable without a lot of additional sort of I don't know, training and stuff. But the code is a little bit beyond at the moment. But that's good. I feel the brain stretching to try and wrangle it, which is ultimately what it's about. As long as you use static typing. Yes. There are a few static variables, if that's what you mean. Uh-oh. Got a lot to learn, kid. It's unfortunate. Does GD stand for goddamn? No, it's the engine I'm using is Godot. It's like a script. It's the script that it comes with. Really, it's not a million miles away from Python, which is helpful for me. Geordie, didn't you find System Shock really hard? So many enemies, so spongy, and nothing like Prey 2017. That's the other thing. The three pillars of Harry: climbing, the Steam Deck, and Prey 2017. Oh. there's a lot of strategy in the game to get around things. And they kept it true to the original, which made the genre. It was tough, but the satisfaction after figuring it out was great. That is one on my list to check out at some point, because I've heard people speak very highly of it. Oh dear. Good start. Hey. Can't really see you through a light. You're briefly on camera there, I'm afraid. Lottington.
Do you want to be on camera, little Lottington? Do you want to be on camera?
Come say hello to everybody. It's been ages since they've seen you. Now.
Yoinker.
Oh! Hey, everyone wants to see you. Can you say hello? Don't look like I've attacked you.
She always does that when we pick her up.
Can you see?
She kind of blends in. Interesting lighting. It's like you're in a crime show.
Yeah, you can't really see because she's a little picture. Can I just get to this? Have I got it? There you go. Can you see? Everyone can see you.
You're famous.
Famous little cat. Lottington, oh Lottington.
It's like she's looking at the camera. Or at least the screen. Oh, now she's watching Tomb Raider.
See? It's fine. Everything's fine.
She never lets me hold her while I'm sitting down.
It's because you know you're going to be famous. Yes? Do you know? It is weird that she's letting me hold her for this long.
She's tired. She just woke up from a long post-dinner nap. She wasn't with me the whole time.
Chelsea says you're adorable.
You are adorable.
Aren't you, little Lottington? So little. Why are you still so little? You're so old.
You keep picking fights with cats twice your size.
Okay, it's time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Bless her.
So brave.
So brave. Little Lottie. What a ledge. Very brave, very cute, 10 out of 10. I'm sure she appreciates that. Thank you.
Such a little cat. Oh, that looks precarious.
Climb on my book, pile of books I'll never read. What have you been up to this evening?
Well, I was on Twitch actually, but not watching you.
Wow. Don't know if you heard that, but that was brutalised by. Had it from all angles this evening. Had it from Kyle, it's just Kyle, and now my wife.
I was watching some random Swedish person streaming that award show that I told you about.
The gut one that Ghost are up for.
No, well, they weren't up for it. It was to honor Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I won't take it too.
Well, I
to
was
heart.
expecting that it wasn't going to be such a long thing, but then they got the the closing slot of the show.
Was it good? Oh God.
There's lots of good songs, or Queen songs that would fit Ghost. Everybody was hoping for like Innuendo, or like Liar, or Killer Queen, or anything off of Queen 1 and 2. But they gave them the final slot of the show, and they gave them Bohemian Rhapsody.
Wow. Could Tobias Forge sing that?
Yeah, Tony tried his best.
Yeah.
Who Wants to Live Forever, and that was a sick performance.
I can't believe he put himself in that position.
It was just weird because like he was singing Queen, and then it would just cut to like the King of Sweden who was in the same room. It just felt a bit bizarre.
Sounds intense.
Watching like the entire Swedish awards show, and there was some good interviews from Brian and Roger.
Oh, good.
Geeky,
Song gives me so much anxiety. It is weird. I was thinking that as well. It's a weird piece of music.
what?
Just the one in Tomb Raider was just on. Because like nothing was happening. I'd already sorted the problem out. Like, as if you're out in public and about to shit yourself. That almost happened to me a couple of days ago. Genuinely. Not to pile more wood on the self-deprecating fire. I went for a run. And I went, I don't know, 2.5k away. And then I've never needed as viscerally a number 2 as I did then. I was in the middle of a forest pretty much, and I had.
You could just go in the woods, can't you?
Well, actually, no, I wasn't. It wasn't really the forest. I was in the middle of 2 fields, on like a track where people were coming up and down. There was nowhere to duck in and do a quick poo in the woods. It was high stakes, but I made it. Sloppy poo next to a tree, but I mean there were no trees. It was just hedgerows and open fields. High stakes, low fibre. That's good. That's good. That is good, actually. To be fair, or is it actually? Because if I had low fibre, I would be constipated and therefore not desperate to go to the lavatory. So in a way, Kyle, you're right. Oh dear. Shorts caked in bum sauce. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. But no, I will respond. I made it in time. But it was questionable. Oh. Oh, you got an achievement for that. Nice. Is it? This music played as Ben rushed home. Yeah, it was that. That was the vibe. Oh, cheap viewers on streamboo.com. That sounds legit to me. Do I have mods anymore? I don't even know what's the situation. Can anyone... Oh, thanks, Kenia. Legend. Oh, I sent an early, not an early build, but some early assets to my sister, just to see if she was interested, and she said they were brilliant. That's nice. She said, "Have you sent them to Harry?" Of course, I've sent them to Harry. I was quite pleased with a combat animation I did this morning. Relatively convincing. Unfortunately, I'm less confident around programming that combat to be fun. You've narrated this stream like a snooker commentator. Is that a different? Have I taken it in a different tone to how I usually would have done? Pretty sure this is how I always sounded. Do you mean in a sort of low energy, sort of quite sad way? Are snooker commentators sad? I don't know. I'll take it. I'll take it. There are worse things it could have been likened to. Dead. Ugh. Kyle, what games have you been playing recently? Anything? Crusader Kings? What cerebral mind feast have you been... Oh, Football Manager. Fair enough. The China and Japan expansion coming to Crusader Kings 3. Nice. I mean that, yeah. I mean that actually does sound. I am fractionally more interested in China's history than in. That sounds quite. What's the opposite of nationalistic? Whoa. Yeah. Depending on the. What time period is it in Crusader Kings 3? So what, like 11th century? Or no, it's massive actually, or is the span a lot bigger than that? Will that expansion in Asia, will that be over a specific time period, or will it? I've never known how to do this. Late 9th to 15th. That's good stuff, actually. I won't lie to you, I'm a little bit interested in that. But, you know, I say that, I bought Total War 3 Kingdoms because I'm interested in the book, and that couldn't quite... My interest in the subject couldn't get me over the size of brain required to move through the games. Is Kenia still here? Is there any way of doing this, if she is, without taking damage? Because every time I've played this game, I've just guessed. Do you just avoid the... Please don't say you just avoid those plates. No, I suppose it's... Yeah, I don't know. I've just never worked out what that actually wants from me. Will you get those expansions, Kyle? Or will you play them? Will it rejuvenate your love for Crusader Kings? Damocles, good fight star song. It's it's a less good sleep token song. Sorry? Sleep Token, interesting band. Talking to Geordie about that quite recently. I'm sure Kyle would hate them. Although I bet Kyle would quite like Ghost. Oh, you did get me into Ghost, though. By you, do you mean Katie? Or did I mention them? I can't remember. Yeah, Ghost apparently had the American best-selling album of, was it last year? But then Sleep Token have just taken over. Both bands being masked.
Well, and all the hype around President, and they're masked.
Yeah, and obviously President, which is the band that I played first thing when Kyle said, you still have a shit taste in music. Which was a great start to the stream and my return to the internet-based airwaves. That's Charlie Simpson in a mask, weirdly. Out of all of the human beings that were going to try and pull that off, I feel like he was one of the people that shouldn't have even tried, because it's just so clearly Charlie Simpson, because he's got such a distinctive voice. For some reason, I'm going to see Disturbed in October. Nice. Well, there must be some reason. It's not a band with which I'm particularly familiar. Oh God. I think I've heard good things over the years, though. Who are? Oh, I'm not sure. Are they sort of like a current band then?
I think they had their heyday in like mid 2000s.
Right. I always, for some reason, when I think of Disturbed, I think of the band Korn.
Yeah, I think they're sort of in that.
Are they in? Are they in the same realm?
Maybe a bit more like Linkin Park.
Oh, Linkin Park.
Are they sort of that?
They are a bit corny. Whee! I haven't heard any of the new Linkin Park stuff with the new lead singer. I keep meaning to go and listen to that.
You want to come up here?
The new band is too woke. Brackets woman. Oh, the modern world, guys. That's difficult. Yes.
Where's the water?
Sorry?
Where's the water?
All around me.
Doesn't look like it.
This is what it used to look like. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Oh no. Ah, bugger.
Wanna lay here or not?
Oh, another game I've played, I've just remembered. The one that Dave put me on to. But I think was quite popular overall. The French developed Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Which is great. It's a really fun turn-based RPG.
What are you eating? What are you eating? Hey, what are you doing? Stop. 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 Don't eat that.
What is she eating?
You're trying to go after a cord.
Oh. Like, artistically, I think it's really good. And it's got Charlie Cox, Daredevil, as one of the primary voice actors. My only slight against it, and it is a slight, is that for me, being pathetic, it's just too hard. It's really, it requires reflexes of a younger man. Because even though it's turn-based, in order to survive, you have to dodge things, or parry things as attacks come in, and the windows for them are minuscule, like really minuscule, and I feel like I just about get it down for like one enemy, and then I'll have to fight a boss. And the thing with the bosses is there's never any chance that I could go in and just win it. I'd have to go in, lose a few times, and really learn the pattern about when the attacks come down. And yeah, so it's just difficult for me to play. But I really like what they're going for. I love to see a Western developer doing a turn-based game, because it's a shame that that's, localized only to Japan. Obviously, I love all the ones Japan make, but it's nice to see that genre developed by others. And more importantly, one of the protags is the same voice as Shadowheart. All right, interesting. You might fall in love with her then. Do you know what one it is? Be me mew, me 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 mew, me mew. Mew, 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 mew. Mew, mew. Mew, me, me, me. Ah, male. Yeah, she's sort of like I'd say the second main character. I think, yeah, as a character, she's much younger than Shadowheart, though, from what I can tell. Bum, 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 bum. Oh shit! Fuck! Damn! Oh man, is that? That might be my breaking point for today. Oh, yeah, I think I will leave it there. I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. But yeah, that's that. I don't know what to say. Feels like it has been, yeah, even for me, particularly low energy, which is weird given that I've had a year's break. But I've really appreciated you all joining me. I hope I haven't been too navel gazing. I need to work on that, which I will. But it's been lovely to speak to you all again and play some games in your presence. And yeah, like I say, factors depending, I might be back on Thursday with some Final Fantasy X. But yeah, anyway, mainly lovely to see you all. I haven't actually just realised now I haven't got an ending screen, so I might just put the introduction one back up. And I will see you later. Goodbye.